So about a year ago now, I was wrapping up BirdKeeperToby, a project that I had spent the last 10 years on. And what that meant to me was a project in which I was uploading to YouTube, weekly, every other week, new videos, just staying on top of whatever the latest Pokemon news was. And it was also a mindset of work, one that was dictated by a to-do list that felt obsessive to me. That period of my life came to an end, and then I took 4 months off completely and then began pursuing a career as an actor. Toby Rivers is the name that I go by, and I've actually got a pantomime coming up next month, which is terrifying that it's so soon. I've been learning my lines. I'm getting very excited for it, and it'll be playing in Hull and Leicester, so I'll leave some links below as to where you can book tickets if you're in the UK and that sounds of interest to you. But content creation, that's not really stopped. Why are you pretending? Why do you suck at this? The meme from Family Guy of, look, either have the baby or don't, has been a comment that I very much enjoyed over the last year. Because sure enough, from a viewer's point of view, you've seen me make a big fuss about leaving BirdKeeperToby. Then compilation videos of older content that surfaced throughout the year. There's been about 11 of those, 10, 11 of those, I think. Maybe 9. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Then last week, I did a charity fundraising live event, and we raised $4,000 for charity. Thank you so much, everyone. You're amazing if you came along to that. On top of that, you've seen me posting to BirdKeeperToby in relation to the Pokemon card TCG Pocket release and just other Pokemon card stuff. I've been doing that on and off over the last 2 months. You've probably seen me streaming and playing Zelda stuff over on Absurd Zelda Theory, so that's been going on. I've been uploading here on Toby Rivers, the vlog channel, and I probably intend to do more so if I find some time between shows over the course of December, just because I think it would be fun to show you how the life of the actor is going. And all of that, as well as just tweeting and talking about Pokemon. To you, it may feel like I've not left at all. So do I just suck at giving up YouTube? Like, what's the deal here? My answer is, yeah, of course I would suck at giving up YouTube. I'm not giving up YouTube. That was never the intent. But I understand that it seems that way because the videos at the time were titled, I'm leaving YouTube in 2024. Hopefully, for those of you who actually watched the videos, you know more what the intent actually was, but which is to leave behind BirdKeeperToby, and to leave behind that chapter, and to leave behind that way of working. And that I can say I've done pretty concretely. My relationship to work has changed totally. I can't see myself coming back ever to being a sort of weekly Pokemon YouTuber. Maybe for a week here or a week there, but I couldn't see myself doing that in the full time. Right now, I've definitely juggled with ideas of returning to YouTube and what that would look like. Nothing is concrete at this moment in time. Nothing is set in stone. And I'm fully open to just sort of seeing whatever the universe brings. But for the most part, for you, it might seem very, very confusing, so I kind of wanted to clear that up. I've actually been acting, or trying to get into acting again over the last 6 months, and while I have been distracted with these side projects like the card channel and imagining what BirdKeeperToby could look like in the future and the Zelda channel and all the rest of it, I have actually managed to get a good amount done. I did some advertising work for a charity, just doing some promotional photos for them, which was pretty cool. I had my audition for the pantomime and got booked for the pantomime. I've got an agent now. I have representation. So if you want to chat to me about an upcoming project you've got going on, talk to my agent. I'm on Spotlight. I've filmed show reels. I've had headshots done. I've actually been focusing a lot on my weight and health, which I count as part of that because my physical kind of attributes are what I'm selling myself for. In addition, I'm looking into all sorts of other little things for next year. I should probably learn sword combat. I think it's probably about time I learned how to drive. Weird side thing that came up. I should probably learn how to ride a horse. I want to get cast for fantasy roles. I should know how to ride a horse. That would just be a convenient thing to do. So there's lots of little side tangential things that I need to do on that front. But given that I only started this journey properly in April, and it's now the end of October, for the first 6 months, I've got a show coming up, I've got an agent, I've got headshots, I've got show reels. I feel really, really, really happy with how the world of acting is going. No, I haven't been in some big bit of cinema. I think to expect that I would be within the first 6 months, to expect that of myself, was maybe a pretty high bar. But I feel good. I feel happy with that side of things. And so now with a lot of those things set in motion and set in stone, my job going forward is not as a YouTuber, and it's not solely as an actor. It's to kind of do a little bit of everything, to do a little bit of whatever I feel like in the moment, whatever mood I'm in. I filmed some extra videos today for the card channel and for the Zelda channel just to go out. And so those will go out soon if they haven't already. And then as for BirdKeeperToby, the entity, I came back and I ended on the note of raising money for charity. So I'm happy with that. Now that will lie until the end of the year. If there is a chance to return next year to that channel in some form, not as BirdKeeperToby, that is something I have to consider greatly. It's something I've already put a lot of thought into. I'll be honest, I've already commissioned some bits that I'm thinking about, but nothing is set in stone. Nothing is certain until I see something that I can upload to that channel and go, yes, this is it. This is something I could be enthused about. So there's definitely a thought for that, but nothing to announce at this time. And hey, if I was going to choose a good year to take off, it was apparently this year where they just randomly decided to not do a Pokemon game on YouTube. So that's definitely been thought about and action has been taken, but I am still considering it as something that I could pull the plug on at any time. I have to really be sure that it's what I want to do and I'd be happy doing it. In the meantime, I've got the acting now up and running, which I'm very, very happy with. I've got the card channel kind of where I want it to be so that if I want to make videos about Pokemon cards in the future, I can. Zelda is in much the same place. And right here on Toby Rivers, I am going to continue to be being a YouTuber, talking about my acting journey as Toby Rivers. Why am I so attached to YouTube? Why do I suck at giving it up? I think it's just kind of a part of me now. I think it's just been around for too long. And while that's true, I don't know if I explain quite why. Why is it part of me? And I think a lot of it is just longevity. I've been on this platform for over half my lifetime, but the difference between who I am now and where I was 2 years ago or a year and a half ago when I realized the channel BirdKeeperToby needed to come to an end in not just the content I was making, but how I was making it and how I was thinking about it, is that who I am now, who I am today, the change that has happened, I am someone where whatever the BirdKeeperToby channel is going forward, or has been this year, whatever CardKeeperToby or Absurd Zelda Theories, or Toby Rivers the channel, or Toby Rivers as an actor, or the endeavors I make towards improving those things, whether that's working on compilation videos, or learning to drive, or ride a horse, or sword combat, or whatever, all of these things are things that I, Toby, choose to do to enrich my life. And hopefully entertain some people along the way and bring some good vibes to the world, right? I think ultimately where I was before initiating that change is someone who I was BirdKeeperToby. That's who I was. That was the entire identity. That's what the goal was. That's what it was all around. That was all for. I don't serve a project now. These projects, they serve me in their little ways. And that's the difference. I can put them down at any point if I need to for any reason. And now all of them are just kind of set up where I'd like them to be, that whichever interests me, I'll pursue. And whatever I doesn't, I won't. But I'm sure you'll always see me here on the website YouTube because it's a good website. It's probably my favorite one. Cool. Take care, everyone.